Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast no one gave crap about. I'm Matthias.
And I'm Alex.
Yeah, you said it again. So, don't know what we want to lead off with first this week. We can talk about the new sketch that just got released that you haven't seen yet.
Nah.
Like, we could do a thing where, like, you watch it and they can watch it with you for the first time.
Nah.
You were in this thing, you don't even know what it's about.
I don't know if I want to know what it's about.
Probably not.
I'm avoiding it, honestly.
I was going to send you a link to it last night because I had it unlisted to share with some people to see what they thought. I was going to send it to you, but I didn't.
Cool, thanks.
I'm like, the other person that's in the sketch has no clue what it's about. Yeah. I'm going to send it to him.
So glad that you decided it's okay. I would have been like...
Because I thought it was going to be awful, but, like, we haven't had any comments on it yet because it's fairly new. It's like 3 hours. But,
even if it isn't awful, if I see it, it's awful.
yeah, no, same here. But I've been told it's funny, so, you know.
I can't.
How do you feel editing it? I have to look at my dumb face for, like, an hour.
I couldn't do it. I'd be
it's like a mark.
If I started editing it, I'd be like, you know what? I'm just going to delete everything. Screw it.
That's just like Mark when he talked about when he did the cat video, the meow video. How he hated like seeing his lips on the screen.
Yeah, dude, I saw that. It says fucking 14 million views.
Really?
14 million. And it's because I was on his channel and it was like Mark's most popular video was whatever. It had that, which said 14 million, and then the next one was like 4 million. And I'm like, oh my god!
Jesus.
Fucking cats on YouTube.
Let me guess.
Equals.
It was that, and then right below that was Friday Nights at Freddy's. Wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Oh, well, I'm sure that's how it is. But so, like, just going on to like next video projects. I'm gonna tackle something really big, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it. That's why I might have to step back and do it with something else. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I want to start kind of reviewing games. It'll definitely be an interesting ride. But like these 3 games that I want to tackle, it'll be very interesting on how I tackle them. Let's just say these are games that I put a lot of time into. But yeah, like, I found this little notebook, and I'm like, I'm going to take notes in this. I forgot around to that today. I was going to do it at school, because, like, I have an art class, and I'm like, oh, I'm done with my project. We don't have to present until Friday. And then now, like, a thing that was extra credit last semester is now, like, mandatory this semester, and you have to, like, practice your project and record it and send it to him. And I'm like, I didn't do that.
No.
But I couldn't, like, I can't say it. But, yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting on how I tackle it.
Alrighty then.
But that's my next big project. And if you want to be in it, you can. It depends. I doubt I'll ever get a reply. But I messaged Brutal Moose. And I was like, how do you tackle games, and, like, how do you write scripts for them? Like, but, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of do it my own way, and it'll be interesting.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. Fucking, speaking of tackling things, fucking Dark Souls, man.
Yes?
Dark Souls 2. So, I've been stuck, I think it's called the Old Dragon Slayer. I've been stuck with this boss for, like, 2 days. Yes. I get on, beat him first try, today.
Cool.
Then I go to No Man's Wharf. That one place that you saw me at.
Yeah.
I went through that area. You have to, like, ring a bell to have the ship come in. And the chick I talked to there helps you in that boss fight, which is actually really easy. Beat him, got a shit ton of souls. Then I'm like, oh, let's explore, because there's, like, a doorway past there. And I go up a ladder, and I'm like, it says, there's like this table thing, and it says examine, so I examined it, and the boat goes somewhere, and I'm like, shit. I I'm in a new place now with fucking people, and I lost 1,500 souls, and... So, the thing with Dark Souls is, like, I have a love-hate relationship with it.
Right.
To the point where, like, at first I started raging, like, a lot, but now it's to the point where, like, I don't rage unless I keep dying and dying and dying, or I lose a lot of souls. Because, like, if I die on a boss, like, I'm like, it's a boss. It's supposed to be hard. But if I die on the way to the boss, that's when it pisses me off.
Fucking Jawa's jumping on your back.
What? Oh, yeah. We haven't made it that far yet. We haven't released those episodes yet. I'm like, Jawa's jumping on your back. And I'm like, oh...
It's the worst.
So, fuck. I mean, like, so, the thing with Dark Souls 2 is that if you keep going through an area over and over and keep respawning at a fireplace, enemies will start despawning. And I think they do that so you can't farm for souls, which would be a really easy way to farm for souls. But, there's just this one dude who was left. There's these guys called the Hides Knight. I think that's what they're called. They're completely, like, docile until you beat the Dragon Rider, and then they start patrolling the place. And they're like, at first they're like really kind of random and kind of like lanky, but really quick. I learned their patterns, right? So I'm like, okay, I gotta go to this was after I'm like, I don't know what to do in No Man's Wharf. So I look it up, and I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to go to this place called the Cathedral Blue. And so I'm on my way to the Cathedral Blue. All these guys are back up, and I have to deal with these huge fucking knight dudes. And I'm like, alright, cool. And I see another one at the top of the stairs. I'm like, I'm used to these guys. It'll be okay. But I'm like, oh shit. He has a spear. This dude will fuck you up so quick. So, like, he has this one thing where he likes to swing, and you, like, step back, and you're like, oh, he didn't hit me, you know, time to go in for attack. And then he'll jump up in the air and, like, try to extend his spear out, like, as far as possible, and then hit you. And then, like, if you try to hit him any other way, he'll just do this really quick stab that takes, like, so much of your health.
Cool.
And then guess what? I'm like, okay, I beat him. I only got, like, one Estus flask. That's okay. Maybe there's something up here. I go up the steps. Guess what's waiting for me?
Another one.
A fucking dragon.
Another
one. But...
Another one.
But, it's a fucking dragon, but I'm like, shit. I'm gonna come back to this later. I'm gonna farm for a little bit. I leveled up. Dragon was too hard. I just ran up underneath him and started hitting him with my,
Because you gotta cut his dick off, right? That's how you win.
But, it was actually really easy. He did this one move where he, like, jumps up in the air and, like, spits fire down, but I survived that and killed him. And it wasn't too bad. And the fucking old Dragon Slayer. And I'm like, wait, if there's a dude called Dragon Slayer in the fucking thing over there, I guess there's the drawbridge, but whatever. I'm like, how come there's a fucking dragon right outside? Didn't make sense. Okay, Dragon Slayer. Why isn't he slaying the dragon?
Because he didn't want to. God.
Oh, God.
I was about to... Oh, right. The Drake Sword.
Drake Sword?
You can get it, like, under the bridge where you shoot his tail, but you need, like, a bow and arrow. I think it's easier to do with a bow and arrow.
I told you, like, I told you a crossbow.
Whatever. But, also, I was like... I was playing through, I was like, where the fuck did I get the gold pine resin last time?
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I don't need it. It's pretty fucking hard without the gold pine resin.
Really?
Yeah. Because something about the resin makes him easier to hit, also. Because I'd run and be like, huh, I faced through his fucking tail! And then he would... Because I don't know, something about the resin, like, changed everything. Because it was like, did I get it from that chest? And so I went to the chest, like, the one where you have to, like, unlock with the resin key.
Yeah.
And it's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the resin was like, oh, okay. Then I tried again, I was like, fucking first try.
Yeah.
Easy.
Then there's the bonfire. Or bonfire. That's, like, all the way on the other side of the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What?
When I was trying to get the Drake Sword, the dragon was glitching like a motherfucker.
Really?
Okay. Okay. There's a few things that happened. One was I would run up from the bonfire, and I would like run across, and he would breathe fire because he's like up there. And by the time I got to the other side, I would look, he's gone. I was like, oh what? And so I would like walk out on the bridge. He would come flying, and then he would fly. He would land up there, and he would go. He'd flip out, and he'd be on the ground and like walking, and I'd be like, "What is happening?" And then other times, I would, I came up, like all the way around. Like I didn't go up the ladder because when I first got, I was like, "How the fuck?" I don't remember. Yeah, it was the ladder there. So I went like all the way around, and I came up to the bridge, and he was just there walking on it.
Yeah,
like, walking towards me. I'm like, "Wait." And then he like jumped in the air and landed. Like he like glitched and he fell. And I was like, oh, what? And then he was gone. He just disappeared. He was like, pew. I was like, oh. And so I walked out. He came flying overhead again.
Yeah.
And then when I was trying to get the Drake sword, I was like attacking him. He would jump up, fire, and then land. And then I'd be like, okay, heal, jump up, fire. He spammed it at least 4 times.
Yeah.
I was like, can you stop? I kept healing to avoid taking a bunch of damage. And he was just like jumping all over the place. It was great.
Fun.
Fucking glitched out dragon bitch.
Yeah, that reminds me of one thing. I saw this one glitch. It was on YouTube. I think it was like top 10 glitches on Dark Souls or something like that. And the person had just beat the Taurus demon, which is like one of the first bosses you run into. And you look to the left of the bridge that's on, and there's the dragon. Just out in the nothingness. Just floating there.
Hey, you hanging out? What? You down to hang? You're floating. Not exactly hanging.
Dude,
you fail.
I cannot wait for Dark Souls 3.
I know, right?
Because hopefully...
April, right?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully I'll be done with Dark Souls 2 by then. Hopefully.
Well, if you can do it like I did fucking Bloodborne, which I wrecked.
Yeah.
Like a boss.
I'm sure if I didn't rage quit so often, I'd be a lot better at it. And then there would be the day where I like take a day off or take a day or 2 off, and I'll come back to it and be like, "Oh, I want to play some Dark Souls." And then 10 minutes in, I'm like, "Fuck Dark Souls, man! Fuck this bullshit."
Yeah, see, me with Bloodborne was like every day for 6 hours straight.
I wish I had that time. I did tell myself though that this Sunday, I'm actually streaming Saturday. I already made a video about it though. This Sunday, I'm gonna like turn everything off besides one console and just play it all day long. So I can like get shit done. I thought about doing it. I might do it with Dark Souls 2, or I might do it with my Vita and just try to complete Danganronpa. At least trigger Happy Havoc because I only got 2 achievements left. I might like switch back and forth from like if I rage at Dark Souls, I'd be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna play Danganronpa." But
You fucking pussy bitch.
You wanna go, mate?
I'd win.
Fucking PvP Rust. 360 no scope. Rust. I have Modern Warfare 2. I have every Call of Duty besides Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was fun when I played it.
0. None.
Yeah. But yeah, Dark Souls. It's a thing.
Well, yeah.
It's a fucking infuriating fucking hang myself game.
Look at the name. Dark Souls. It will blacken your soul.
Dude, I love how any other game would just be like, oh, you respawn after you die. But like Dark Souls is like, nah, that's a part of the lore. Like, you're an undead, you can't die. But it's pretty fucking cool. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, games are just like, oh, you respond, there's nothing about it. But like Dark Souls, like that's pretty much why you're doing this. Like that's why Dark Souls is taking place, because you like can't die, so you want to like break the curse.
I guess.
I think it's cool. So apparently, the Belfry Gargoyles are in Dark Souls 2.
Oh yeah.
Then they decided to be like, oh, we're gonna scale him down and make him an enemy.
Cool.
Then the Rat Vanguard is also in Dark Souls 2. I think they're in Dark Souls 1. I don't know. But, yeah. I think the part that went up today... it was kind of like when we were lost, and we tried to do, like, New Londo and stuff like that.
I killed the pig on my playthrough.
The what?
The pig thing. In the armor.
Oh, yeah.
After I got the joy sword, I was like... 20. 20.
Yeah,
bombs.
Fire bombs really help.
And then
you get the boar helmet.
He didn't give me shit.
Really?
Nothing.
Because when I played through it, you got the boar helmet.
I got 0.
Huh. Maybe like they changed it in the Prepare to Die edition. Oh.
I don't know, but it wasn't hard. Cause I fought him. Like where the first, like where you come to the ladder and there's the big gate. I fought him right on those stairs. Cause he de-aggroes right there.
Oh really?
Yeah. So like he would, what would happen was he would charge at you. You would back up to so he doesn't hit you.
Mm-hmm.
He would turn around.
Yeah.
So he was going back. He started walking back. So you could hit him, you throw stuff at him. Then he would turn and he would charge. You just dodge that. He'll start going back, all peaceful like. And it was super easy.
Dude, I remember this one thing in Dark Souls 2 where... So, like, I was fighting... There's a point where there's a Hides Knight, and then there's, like, a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like a big knight. And so, I was fighting the Hides Knight, not worrying about the big dude, because, like, it'd be a pain in the ass trying to fight the big dude with the faster dude, and the big dude's slower. So, I was like, okay... I just killed the Hides Knight and stuff like that. I lost some souls because of this. Killed the Hides Knight, and then the big dude was like, "Oh fuck this!" And he started running back to where he was, and he had like, I had hit him because I use a halberd now. I had hit him when I was hitting the Hides Knight, so he only had like that much health left out of a health bar that's like maybe that big, like on screen. So there's this one move that you can do. I think you've seen it with a halberd. Where you run, and you hit the attack button, you'll do 3 spins.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, I'll just do that, and that should finish him off. I fucking run, I do the 3 spins, I fall off the ledge, and it still doesn't kill him, and I think I lost like 8,000 souls doing that.
Oh. You didn't retrieve him?
No.
What?
Because I died at the boss. And I lost 8,000 souls there.
Oh.
And so as I was going back, I was like...
you're stupid.
I should use RT, because that's only like 2 spins and you stay in place.
And you're terrible. You should look back at your life and see everything you've done is wrong. You have to question every choice you've made. Because that was the wrong choice.
But,
yeah, in hindsight... You should have hit RT.
Oh god. But no, it's Dark Souls is infuriating. It makes me angry.
Okay, moving on. Something.
Two?
You say something.
Moving on. I don't know. I guess we talk about Hand of Fate.
Okay.
So, the new Games with Gold just came out, of course, this Monday. The first. And the newest game is Hand of Fate. And I'm like, it's of course it's like a free game and stuff. So, here, hold on, sorry people. Let me read just this. Okay, whatever. So, I was like, I'll try it. It's free, whatever. I ended up really liking it. So... I've tried to describe this to people, but it sounds really weird. So, you're at this table with a dude, and he has a bunch of cards. And you build up these certain cards.
He's got magic cards.
So, he has his cards, and you have yours. So, he'll put face-down cards on the table, and you have a little piece. And, like, each card is a different event as you land on it. And, like, you can, if you get, like, a card that says, like, draw 1 weapon item, like, you draw out of your, like, equipment item until you get a sword or whatever. And it's just, like, really cool, because, like, some of it's, like, text-based, where it's, like, a goblin comes up to you and be like, hey, I need something from you. And it's like, if you give him your bread, he'll heal you. If, like, you ask him what he wants, he'll, I think, give you more health. I forget, but it's really fun. And you, like, defeat his champions, and as you defeat his champions, you get more cards, and it's actually really cool. You can, like, build, like, what kind of events you want, like, what kind of weapons you want to run into. You can choose your warlord, which is, like, the difficulty. I'm, like, on very hard right now. And it'll give you some perks and stuff like that, and it's actually really fun for, like, a game made in Unity.
Right.
I saw made in Unity, and of course, like, when I hear Unity, I think about, like, shitty horror games, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. But, like, the presentation of it, like, just alone was actually really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's like, on Steam.
Is it? There's just, like, a bunch of cards, like, floating in the air. It's like, it's been a while since you've sat at the table, and you hit A, and then, like, all the cards, like, go to the table, and go to their respective decks, and it's really fucking cool.
And, the other thing, like, actual fighting.
Yeah, it's cool. So, like, so you'll actually, like, go into combat, like a third-person combat thing, and actually, like, fight people. Like, he'll draw, like, a 2 of dust, and you have to fight, like, 2 skeletons, and I've run into, like, there's been goblins that, like, take your shit. They stole my shield one time, and they take some of your gold, and he'll, like, draw, like, a goblin card, which would be, like, 3 goblins, and then it's, like, also draw an enemy card, and he'll draw a card where it's, like, 3, or, like, 2 humans or something like that. That's not what it says. They all have, like, different names and stuff.
Yes.
But,
it's fucking $25.
is it?
Yeah.
Jeez. It's a fun game, though.
I want to play it so bad.
I feel that this isn't getting us good enough. Because the fucking waves are really small, but I'm sure you can hear us fine. But, whatever. So, yeah, that's really fun, and I've been running into some of the DLC stuff. Because, like, ooh, there's, like, special, like... So, like, there's coins you can get, which, like, coins give you more items and cards and stuff like that. And then you can get these red coins where it's part of a DLC thing, and you unlock more DLC events. It's actually really cool. But yeah, no, it's a fun game. If you have an Xbox One and you have Xbox Live, I highly recommend you play it. I'm actually probably going to stream it this weekend. The only reason I say probably is because I've tried to stream Xbox One games in the past. It doesn't like it. Really laggy and shit, but whatever. We'll see. Anything you want to talk about? You're kind of quiet over there.
Yeah, because you're talking. You're just listening to this awesome game that I want to play very badly.
Yeah, maybe after we're done with this, I'll show you it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Star Wars Blu-ray of Force Awakens comes out April 5th?
Because that's super exciting.
It is. I can't fucking wait to see that movie again.
I don't care. My family doesn't really buy movies anymore.
Yeah.
We just watch them all on my computer.
Well, I mean, like, I just got this for an early Christmas present. It's the collection. It's the Star Wars, the first 3 episodes, not episodes 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm talking about
the original trilogy.
The original trilogy.
Done. That's what you say. Get it out of the way.
Then it comes with 3 Blu-rays, and it comes with 3 disc DVDs.
Yeah, we have them on DVD.
You know,
we have 3, 4, 5, 6 on DVD.
There's a new way I look at things. If you're happy with something, just leave it be. Because if you try to add extra shit to it, it'll just ruin it. Like George Lucas. You don't want to be like George Lucas.
Are those the, like, original, or?
They're not the theatrical release. Those are the special edition release. There's like one set nowadays where you can get like the original theatrical release, but it's like the shitty fucking Laserdisc version of it, which like the sound's terrible, the video
because
visuals are terrible.
There's the fucking digital remaster or whatever that everybody doesn't like.
Yeah, I'm pretty
because it had like terrible CGI that they decided to add to the original movie.
Yeah, no, it's awful. It's pretty bad. I mean, I can look past it because it's Star Wars, but there's one scene. Every time I see it, it makes me want to kill myself. It's the shitty... I'm sure I've talked about it before. I think I talked about it when we played Force Unleashed. The fucking Jabba scene. Have you seen that scene? In New Hope. Remember, Jabba didn't show up until Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
There's some shitty CGI Jabba the Hutt in The New Hope?
When
they're in Mos Eisley and they're about to take off on the Millennium Falcon.
Right.
And Han Solo is talking to Jabba the Hutt.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, well, I've talked about it before, I know, but there's supposed to be an actual actor, a dude who plays Jabba the Hutt, because they didn't know he was going to be an alien at the time. And so there's a deleted scene where he's just like walking around him, talking to him, and of course, and stuff like that. And so there's a scene where there's a part where Han Solo walks behind the dude, and like Jabba the Hutt is pretty much just digitally imposed on top of the dude. They take Harrison Ford, they move him up like five, whatever. They just move him up to go over his tail, and they have Jabba like, because he stepped on his tail. And it doesn't even look natural. It's just like, that's all they did. They just took the image of Harrison Ford, like a GIF, and just like moved it over his tail. It's so shitty. I'll just show you after this. It'll make you want to kill yourself.
Okay.
Every time that scene comes up, I'm like, fuck it. But, yeah, no, I think episode 4 is definitely, like, the worst of them all. Like, digitally edited wise. Because there's just, like, so much useless CG in that fucking movie. Like, I'm gonna put some fake stormtroopers riding some fake dinosaurs in the background.
I love... Because I did notice this way back, probably a couple years or more ago.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking stormtrooper that hits his head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that when I watched it once. I was like, oh my fucking god, that's awesome.
Well, yeah, in the theatrical release, it just hit his head, but in, like, the special editions, like, it adds a bonk. There's actually a scene in 2 where Jango Fett hits his head all the way into his ship. Kind of like, oh, they're clones of him.
Who fucking clones?
But and then in the new movie, they're not clones. No, man, I'm just looking. I love that opening scene. My background on my laptop is the opening scene of Force Awakens, where all the stormtroopers in that dropship and like the lights are flickering and stuff. I love that scene. Like it just sticks out to me for some reason. It's great.
Because you're weird.
Fuck you.
You know you're weird.
You're a freak! I wanted to ask this question on the podcast.
Yes, ask the question.
Kylo Ren or Darth Vader?
Fucking Darth Vader.
Okay. Do you think Kylo Ren could possibly become as good as Darth Vader?
Yes.
Yeah.
But now he's a pussy-ass bitch. Later, I don't know.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if you think about it, Darth Vader had like 14 minutes of screen time in New Hope. Like, very minimal.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people, I noticed like when Angry Joe was talking about it, or whoever he was with was talking about it, people don't like Adam Driver playing Kylo Ren.
Really?
Mainly because, like, what they were saying was like, oh, he looks too emo. And I'm like, just because he has black hair doesn't automatically, like, make him emo. Like,
I think he's fine. Because he's got, like, a pretty boy feel to him.
Yeah.
And he's not, like, super strong yet.
Yeah.
So it fits.
Yeah. And then, you know, the whole thing, like, fucking episode 7 was a lot like episode 4, isn't it? But, and then they were talking about, Kylo Ren should have, like, scars on his face or something. And I'm like, no, that would just, like...
Why?
Because
that
would just add to the whole, like, Kylo Ren's totally supposed to be Darth Vader. This is a lot like 4, even though you don't really see Darth Vader's face until 6. But, still burn victim or something. But, yeah, it's...
There's always going to be complaints.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. I mean, like...
they were like...
It's a lot like 4, isn't it? Dude, it's like, Star Wars.
They're like, oh, fucking stupid George Lucas. And then the next one comes out like, we need George Lucas. What the fuck do you want, people?
Dude, like, fucking... I don't know why this fact sticks out in my head, but the running title for episode 2 was Clone Wars. Or no, Attack of the Clones, sorry. Was supposed to be Jar Jar's Big Adventure.
No. Rejected.
I mean, like, because So Lucas did learn that people hate Jar Jar, so he toned it down on Jar Jar. Because 2, he barely has any speaking lines, and then in 3, like, he has no speaking lines. But it's pretty Jar Jar. Why? George Lucas was like, made this character, saw the finished product, and was like, yes, people are going millions.
Best character, most loved character,
Fucking, you know, you got Luke Skywalker, you got your Leia, you got Han Solo, you got Darth Vader, and you got your Jar Jar.
Yes.
Oh God.
I think that is the best idea ever.
I love the only thing I like about Jar Jar is that, like, the theory that he's like secretly a Sith Lord.
Oh no, he's just a dumb bitch. Stop trying to make Jar Jar work.
Have you seen those theories though?
No.
I mean, like, they do give some pretty good proof. Like,
who cares?
Some like they back up their argument. Not like, oh, what if Jar Jar...
They look at the most innate, stupid details of the movies and we're like, oh.
No, they list like actually like.
No.
Every scene Jar Jar's in, like, they pretty much analyze it and be like, this is why he's a Sith Lord.
Yeah, well, no. Sorry.
Ooh, that one looks like a butt plug.
Fucking stop. To that, and to the other thing we were talking about.
But yeah, I don't know. But, so, why did the Fine Brothers, like, just like, oh, we're gonna So they want to copyright React. I'm sure a lot of if you watch YouTube, you probably know about this. Like, a YouTuber probably has weighed in on this, because like that's all I could freaking see. Like, even Bart Baker did his first live stream about freaking the Fine Brothers trying to copyright React. So Fine Brothers are kind of shady, because I have another story to tell that Geltoid told, but no. They want to copyright React. I'm not, at this time of the recording, I don't know if they have said anything. I have not actively looked. I'm just going off by what I know. They want to copyright React because they own the reaction video. Pretty much. That's pretty much what they say. So, a lot of YouTubers who aren't even like big reaction fans, because a lot of YouTubers don't like their videos being reacted to and like people making money off of it. But a lot of people who don't react to things are having a huge problem with this, because it's one YouTube channel pretty much trying to make a monopoly on YouTube, because react videos are pretty big, mainly because of the Fine Brothers, but still, like, God, it's... So, the whole Geltoid thing I'm talking about, so... The Fine Brothers reached out to Geltoid, which is an animator on YouTube, and was like, hey, we want you to animate for us. Like, we've seen your work, and we really think it's amazing. You know, stuff like that.
Okay.
And so, as Geltoid, like, the day of, like, they're gonna, like, reach back to them and, like, make, like, a meeting and stuff like that. Though, the Fine Brothers weren't even gonna pay him, like, anything for this.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they just expect it for free. And so he was talking to his other animator friend. Oh my God, animator friends, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we got a email from them too." And it was legitimately the same copy and paste email to all of the all of his animator friends. And I'm like, you know, we've seen your work and we love it and that stuff. And like, he was talking about the payment part. Like, when you hire an animator to do something for you, you pay them. Unless it's, like, for a friend and, like, he'll do something in return or something like that. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. I try to, like... It's interesting how this is going to, like, turn out. Because that's, like, Sony trying to trademark Let's Play. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's it? Sure.
Honestly, I don't give a shit.
I mean, sure.
I don't know. They tried to do something, everyone was like, fuck you, and they were like, whoa. I don't care.
I loved how, like, people were live streaming the countdown of their subscribers, of, like, how many subscribers they were losing a minute or a second.
Yeah.
It was pretty big. Like, they dropped a million subscribers, but,
yeah?
I haven't unsubscribed.
And they're sitting over there like, still got 13 million, bitch.
Yeah, we still make money. Somebody, I'm not sure if it was real, but I saw a thing on iFunny today, I think it was. Somebody screenshotted the whole, like the Fine Brothers commenting on one of those countdown videos, like, we don't care, we're still making money. And it was their logo and Fine Brothers Entertainment, but I'm not sure if that was like photoshopped or something.
I don't know.
It was
I feel like they're just not gonna say much about it at the moment.
Yeah, I'm sure like when everything calms down, they'll try to talk about it or something. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap up here. Unless you want to talk about anything specific.
I never want to talk about nothing.
Fair enough. But yeah, this has been the podcast no one gave a crap about. I'm Thais.
And I'm Alex.
Yeah, and comment, like, subscribe, show this to somebody, have them subscribe if they like our channel. Check out our new sketch. Check out the Podcast Guys Play. Check out all that stuff.
It's all good. We love doing this.
We have 1,500 views and 37 subscribers, and it's thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. 3 more away and we'll hit 40. I mean, I like that number. I never thought we'd make it to 40.
40. Because, like, when you compare it to other YouTube channels, it's, like, so small.
Yeah.
But then if you just think about 40 people in one room.
That's a lot of people.
It's a decent amount. It's like, that's a decent party size.
Yeah, totally.
It's like 40 people.
Yeah. It's just like 40 of you, or almost 40 of you right now, have like, oh, I like these two assholes who talk over fucking video games.
They're just doing shit, but it's cool.
It's cool. Like Crits PvP, you're awesome, man. Name calling. Sakuran, you're cool. You're cool. I'm trying to think of other ones that you guys need to comment more so I can remember more of your names, because like those are the only 2 I can think that actually like comment. But yeah, but we're gonna wrap this up. But this has been the podcast no one gave a crap about. I'm Matthias.
Again?
Yes, again.
I'm Alex.
And we'll see you guys next week, Monday, whatever we make. Who knows? Bye.